Hello again, my friends, and welcome back to my channel. I'm the Toad, and we're on the hill again. Now, this video is a bit of a mishmash. I'll get to the actual point of the video, which is the knife I'm using the most at the moment, eventually, once I finish a little bit of rambling. So recently I've been mucking around making these knife slips. I didn't make this one, by the way. This gave me the idea of it. This one's actually quite good. It was the right size for this. I ran out of the material I was using originally, which was off an old sofa. This was this, which holds this one really, really well. A Todd Cutler. And anyway, I found a thing on Amazon, and I picked up some scraps of this sort of stuff. What it is, it's old material from car manufacturers making car seats, that type of thing. It's all their offcuts. It was really good. I got about, I think I got about 2 kilo of it for £10 or something. Most of it's just small pieces, but yeah. So I've been mucking around with making these things, and it got me thinking, because I'm going to be getting rid of some of my knives, and so I was looking, while I've been doing this, I've been looking at my knives, working out which ones I should keep, which ones I shouldn't keep, and yeah. I'll just change the subject. I've been able to sew reasonably well since I was a young lad, a young tadpole in my comprehensive school here in the UK. And the reason for learning how to sew was when I was in my final year at school, I chose to take the sewing class, needlecraft, and a lot of people took the mickey out of me for it and things like this. However, as it turned out, in a class of 33, I was the only man, or the only boy, I should say. All the rest were girls. Woo! Didn't manage to actually get on with any of them as far as romantically. I did learn a lot about girls, made quite a few friends, and along the way I learned how to sew. Look at this, isn't this beautiful? Silver Todd Cutler. So yeah, and I do think all men should be able to sew. So I've been mucking around. This is more practice than anything else, just seeing how I'm getting on with it. Some of them are really good. I did this one this morning. You know, I'm making them all tight. Thing is, these were all knives I will take out with me, stick in my pocket. You know, saves damaging them from other things in my pocket, things like that. This is good. This is that one that I had soaking in white vinegar overnight. Come up really good. Anyway, I've got a few ideas. I'm going to start to make some more stuff. Once I get a bit more money, I'm going to get some decent quality leather. I'm going to start making other stuff, wallets and purses and bags and things like this. I have been practicing on this sort of stuff, but of course it's totally wrong sort of leather for making things like that. There, that's put away nice and safe. But yeah, I've made quite a few of these now, as you can see. Some better than others. So this is basically all the knives that I'll be taking outside. If this is something I'll take outside, I made myself a little slip for it. So some are better than others. Some of them I really, really like. Some are okay. You know, my sewing skills have got better with some, not as good with others. But as you see, you know, it's a work in practice. I say when I get I do make these tight on purpose, by the way. Yeah, so that's the canoe is a nice canoe. Yeah, so there's a purpose to my madness when it comes to keeping these in there. The idea is if I am pulled over and I've got one of these in my pocket, obviously I'm not going to be using them. There's weapons of mass destruction, so it took me about an hour to get it out. But yeah. apart from this one, of course, it's a lock knife, which I can't use. I've only been playing around with this. It's just put me in mind, because it'll be very, very soon that the Twisted Assisted will be arriving. I know they're having a bit of trouble with it was delivery, but it should be here soon. And of course, the Twisted Assisted is basically going to be the same as this, from what I gather. That's it, it's not going to be a lock knife, and it'll be slightly smaller. With a bit of luck, it should be worth having. So yes, I've been making these things. You know, I've had some of them I really like, some of them I don't. But it's probably more practice than anything else. But yeah, this works out quite well for these ones. Obviously these are a bit of a pain, these. Lovely eyes, but yeah, it's a funny shape. But work well. Stick this in your pocket. You're not going to hurt it. Not going to hurt yourself. Yeah. So where was I? Oh yeah. So I'm going through all these, and I'm just thinking about what should I get rid of, what should I keep. I didn't make this one either. This was the one that came with the knife. But lovely knife. So we were and this obviously they're all over the place. I've actually got more of these. These are just the ones I just picked up to put on the table to show you. As I say, I've been making quite a few of them. This is one of my favourite. I love this. This is absolutely beautiful. Look at this. Lovely, lovely knife. So, what was I actually going to talk to you about? Oh, yes. Now, in the beginning, when I first started, not so much collecting knives, but I first started having knives, my go-to knife that I did everything with and used for everything, my favourite knife was this. And it still is, actually. This is absolutely beautiful. I love this knife. You know, it's D2, keeps its edge. It's a bit of a fidget-friendly thing. You know, you can have sit here for ages with this thing. Yeah, I love it. Obviously, I can't take it outdoors. But this was my go-to knife for pretty much everything. When I first started whittling, which I've not done for quite a while now, I've got a bit. I need to get back onto doing that. This was the one I used for a lot of stuff, because you have multiple edges. Obviously, you've got this party you can use for your chisel. That can be made like a razor, and so on. And oh yeah, that's part of the reason why I was showing you these, because the knife I've used to cut all this leather out has been one particular knife, which is one I'm going to show you and talk to you about right at the end. Which is a knife I'm using for everything at the moment. That's my point. I think it's actually surprising to be the one I was that. You'll see what I mean. So anyway, that was the one I had for a long, long time. That's what I used. And then this thing popped up. I mean, I do like Hunters, but I really, really like this one. I really do. I use this for so many different things. I still do now to a point, but again, unfortunately, I can't take it outside. You know, it's, what is it, 420, 420, I think it's 420A. No, it might be 420C actually. Anyway, it's 420 something. But yeah, this Gerber, it's a lovely thing. If you don't have one of these, get yourself one. K-bar, sorry, not Carver, a K-bar. Oh, slap my wrist for getting that wrong. But yeah, this is lovely. Absolutely lovely knife. Again, keeps its edge. It's good all around knife. Good in the hand. Nice and light. So that was that. And then I started getting a bit more seriously into the whittling, and I picked this up. And this was the biz. This was for me, because it's just big enough, just small enough to actually be able to take out the house. It's got the lovely, I love this blade on this. The one here is a fabulous blade. There's one I'm expecting to be on that new Barlow, same blade. And of course you've got the other two knives, blades. But this is sharp as a razor, D2. And yeah, absolutely brilliant little knife. I did a lot of work with this. You know, these very useful knives. And this is still a knife that I do take out every now and again when I go out. Yeah, but then it was recommended to me to pick up this Boker Plus, which is in this little slip. Now see, this is a nice little slip. I made this one. I quite like this one. Of course, it's got this. So I picked up this because it was said, you know, less than £20. Excellent knife. And you know what? And this is it. This is the knife I use now for everything. I mean, absolutely everything. I like it with this because I can still use it that way as a break windows and stuff. But yeah, so I've took the clip off, belt clip. I don't like them very much, and I keep it in this. Apart from regularly stropping, I mean, today I did lightly touch it up. Did lightly touch the blade up today. So it was slightly starting to lose its edge. But apart from that, it's just been stropping. This is an absolute dream to use. It's as sharp as a razor. I love it, absolutely love it. This is a perfect, ideal knife for anything. It does every single job I want it to do. It's kept itself, like I said, fantastically. It's very good to use. Look at it. An absolutely wonderful, brilliant knife. Now, I was going to upgrade it and get the other version. It has the scissors. But when I'm doing crafting, I've got a very good pair of scissors, these ones. That's what I use for my craft work. What brand are these? I'll just try and have a look. Fiskars. Fiskars. Brilliant. Absolutely excellent scissors these are. Super sharp. Cut anything. Ideal for cutting, whatever. Anyway. But so I don't need scissors. So I was going to get one of these. And the other day, or last week, or whatever it was, I saw they were selling the new Bokeh Plus Catalyst. So I sent off that, and that's the one I sent back. Talk about, I tell you what, I'm really disappointed. The blade on it was fabulous. No problem at all with the blade. The rest of it was a piece of shit. It really was. I was so disappointed with it. I've sent it back. I've had my money back. And it's a shame because the blade was lovely. But unfortunately the rest of it wasn't. Yeah, it looked like it was made out of plastic, to be honest with you. That was the biggest problem I had with it. And also it closed too easy. It actually looked like it's supposed to have had a liner lock on it, but it didn't. Not a liner lock, a frame lock on one side, but it didn't work. It's got this funny way of opening it. But the problem with it was, you could literally just go like that, and it would flip closed, which isn't safe at all. Not something that sharp, because that blade on it was like a razor. It's a shame they didn't put that blade into another knife. Maybe they will one day. So anyway. That was all I've got to say to you, my friends. Just which knife I'm using more than any of us, and the one I ain't ever going to do without. Never mind about sentimental value or things like this, for practicality. And the one I'm so pleased I've got, and thank you very much, my friends, for recommending me this knife. Yes, if you don't have one yourself, you're doing yourself a misjustice, because this is probably the best all-round general pocket knife you can buy. I think a surgeon could do an operation with this. So, with that, I shall give you all a farewell. I'm expecting my delivery from Raven Forge in a couple of days, and when that arrives, I shall be showing you what my new goodies are, and I hope you're all safe and happy, and thank you for supporting my channel. I do appreciate it, and thank you very much for the messages of support I've been receiving about my problems with depression in our community. Not our community, knife community, I mean in society, I should say. You know, it's a lot more common than a lot of people realise, and there's a lot more of us that actually live with the hell of clinical depression. It's a horrible thing to have. It's something you have very, very little control over. And thank you. I've had a lot of support, and I know there's a lot of you out there have similar problems to me. And yes, maybe if more of us start talking about it, maybe there might be more research and finding a better way of fixing it. Because, to be honest with you, piling tablets down inside of your face, it's not doing any good at all. I mean, I mentioned this the other day to somebody. I take 14 tablets a day now. Now, admittedly, some of those are for my blood pressure and for my heart. But I'm on the strongest dose of antidepressants they can give me. Plus, they take something else to keep me calm. So I take two totally different. I take two, one for anxiety, saying one for depression, but they're both very, very strong on the high doses of both of them. And to be honest with you, I feel like a medicine chest sometimes. I sure I rattle when I walk, but 14 tablets a day I have to take now. I mean, there's got to be a better way of dealing with it than that. But I'm only a youngster at this, you know. I mean, I'm 60 soon. Maybe when my kids grow up and become doctors and little grandkids, maybe at some point they'll actually find out what causes it properly. They might also find out what causes cancer and fix that little bugger as well, because obviously, as I've told you all before, I'm suffer from, I have cancer as well. But that's under control at the moment. You know, they took the tumours out. Admittedly, my man plumbing doesn't work anymore, but at least I'm still alive. So anyway, I've gone over a bit longer than I wanted to, but thank you for your time, and here we go. I shall see you guys down the road. Have a good one.